Mic check, coffee check. This is Ace.
This is Ivan. And this is no decaf. Why did you whisper that? You whispering in the morning.
ASMR Ace. Back for the very first time. And we're back for the very 10th time. Don't worry if I write checks.
Episode 10.
I write rhymes.
No. I don't worry about either.
Milestone episode 10. Speaking about milestones, we just hit a whack-ass milestone. Over 1 million people have died of COVID.
God damn, what a way to start a somber-ass conversation. But yes, that is true. Lord have mercy.
It's a whack milestone, but such a big number.
It's a lot of, I don't even know what to call it. We need an authority on health.
Well, who?
I don't know. Somebody needs to be the one person.
Who? The WHO.
Oh, what?
That was funny.
Oh, you're trash.
That
I see
was
what you
funny.
did. I see what you did. No,
but I didn't know. I really wasn't trying to make a joke. I was telling you who. I wasn't asking you. I wasn't trying to be funny. The WHO. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I know that's what you're saying. I know that's the organization that is in charge of that. But
that was funny.
Everybody else in social media thinks that they're what's it called? They're an authority on
lies.
On just what's happening with COVID. And then on top of that, the fact that there's so much information out there and still people don't listen kind of doesn't help either.
That's true.
I'm like, how is wearing a mask still a conversation? I don't know. This world is funny.
It's not the world. It's people. We're the funny ones.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean.
People are gonna people.
Yeah, that's going to be a new thing. People are going to people, yeah. That should be a new thing. We should put that on a shirt. How you doing, fam?
How you feeling, fam?
Oh, man.
So, to the keen observer. Last week, there was supposed to be, per the schedule, there was supposed to be 2 episodes released.
Correct.
But last week was a weird week, man. It was just not an easy week.
Energy was off.
Not for me personally, or maybe even for Ivan personally. Not like for us per se, but just for the world. Like, it was a weird week. Breona Taylor, maybe not for the world, maybe just for America, I guess. Breona Taylor, the Tory Lanez thing. It's just a weird week.
Do keep in mind, it wasn't
and we
2 episodes. There was supposed to be 2 episodes and we missed one.
Yeah, we missed the Saturday one.
The way that I heard it in my mind was that we missed both episodes and we missed the whole entire week.
No.
We just lost.
The Wednesday episode was
last episode.
So yeah, what was supposed to be episode 10 last week is episode 10 this week.
Correct.
So that's a fire ass milestone.
It is
to combat the whack one that we just spoke about.
Yeah. look at how it combats. Hey, 1 million people died from COVID, but hey, we got a 10th episode of the podcast, so that's funny. Oh my God, where to start? Where to begin? Where do we start today? Well, let's start. You already started off on a somber note. Let's get all the somber stuff out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, by now everybody already knows.
Yeah,
everybody has heard the Breona Taylor verdict.
Yes,
with only 1 cop being indicted.
Sadly, yeah, it's disheartening. It's
not even for killing her.
Yeah, for shots that missed. That he's basically being charged because bullets went into
the neighbors.
Breona Taylor's white neighbor's house, and he's being indicted on that. Now, do they get him for that? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the energy to believe that.
I don't even have that energy for the conversation.
Yeah, that's the crazy part, and this is kind of like what happened in the last episode too.
And then in the same week, like a day later, Mr. Lanez
resurfaces and decides to promote an album on the back.
But that's not how he worded it. The way he worded it is just goes to show that you just can't jump to assumptions. But I guess for some reason I just assumed that he was going to go on live to talk about it. And he didn't mention Instagram. He didn't mention Instagram Live. I just assumed that that's where he was going to go talk.
Correct.
And I didn't want to talk about it last week just because it got me in such a bad mood because it felt so nasty. It felt like he was trying to benefit off of the situation, and it just didn't seem right. It's funny because after we recorded the show early in the morning, and I think he released the album at midnight, and then 7 hours later we were up recording the show. We're
Correct.
trying to record the show, and we realized that we couldn't.
He releases
And
the
after I
Daystar
thought,
album.
and after we had said on the show that's never gonna come out because it was never completed, but we were just discussing to each other how nasty it felt. And then turns out that the whole world agrees with us. Yes, that's exactly what it felt like.
Yeah.
Like, are you really trying to benefit off this? Then it came, okay. I once again, because I don't know, I'm in a position where I have to shoot bail because I don't know. Afterwards, it came out that all the money, all the proceeds were gonna be donated to, I believe.
I don't care what you do with all the proceeds.
I may be wrong here, but I
feel like
believe it was for the Breona Taylor Foundation. That came out later to me, though. I found out about that later. I didn't know about that beforehand. I don't know if he switched it up because he saw he was getting backlash. I don't know what it was, but long story short, that wasn't the way to go about it. I think he would have done much better for him to go on live to talk about it and address it as a man, but I guess he chose music.
Which, in a sense, it's creative, but it's also you're benefiting off of a situation that basically off of the back of the Breonna Taylor thing and just straight into Meg getting shot in her foot. It's still showing off that we just don't care about our queens.
There's a certain limit of negativity that you can save for music, for a song, for not whatever you want to call it.
You don't do a whole lot.
There's a threshold where, okay, this is not meant for this because it's gonna look bad. I think you said whoever thought this was a good idea should get fired.
Correct.
Whoever thought that
this was a good idea, that this was the move, should be fired immediately. And even though I'm in good spirits today, I am also in the no nonsense type of days. So let me be very, very clear. Number one, rest in peace, Breonna Taylor. Number one, let's say that. Prayers to your family. I understand that is a $12 million check, but that's never gonna ever fill the hole that Breonna Taylor has left. Not only she was a social worker, she was an EMT, if I'm not mistaken, and not even that saves you from helping people. Saves you from a catastrophe or a tragedy like this. So rest in peace, Breonna Taylor. We hope that something happens. The judge was black. That's the crazy part. The judge was black. But I'm not going to get into it because I really don't want to spend too much time and energy on
the attorney general
straight up destroying this dude for being a freaking... Yeah. I'm just going to leave that alone. Now let's get into Tory Lanez. How is it that we are so... I would like to... Can we agree that he is out of touch on how bad this situation is?
I don't think so. I don't think we could say he's out of touch because the reason he stayed silent for so long, aside from the case, I also believe that he would have maybe stayed silent for maybe not for as long, but he would have been silent anyways because he knows that this is a thing. Like, this is a big thing. This isn't just a...
But not a big thing to make money off of.
Well, yeah, but...
You know what I like? I like how Rick Ross has been saying that project sucks. That's just funny.
I haven't heard it. I heard 2 songs. Because one was on World Star and then one that
I refuse to support it because of what it stands for. So I'm not going to be listening to it regardless of if he did it or not. And according to the 2 songs that I've heard, which are the 2 main songs where he responds, it's number 1 and number 4, I think it is. Yeah, according to what he's saying, he didn't do it. He could have easily, but this is where it gets into conspiracy theories and just how you think and like what is actually going on. Because in reality, somebody's lying. That could be said without a shadow of a doubt. One of these 2 individuals is lying.
One of the 2 parties is lying.
Yeah. One of the 2 parties is lying. And I want to know why. according to what a lot of people are saying, he says that he loves her in the album, that they were a thing before this happened. But according also, the giveaway line is also, Meg, how do you know that I shot you when you looked behind and you couldn't tell if it was me or whoever else was in the backseat? That's where this becomes like, who is the person protecting who? Who are we protecting here? Because if we're protecting innocent, not innocent bystanders, if we're protecting second like mentors, friends, and things of that nature, hey, we're talking about multi-million-dollar images for both of these artists. We're talking about future record sales. If one of you two gets caught lying, this is hurtful.
It's already a case of hurting record sales for Tory.
Oh, of course, but but here's my point. Who is the one that's telling the truth? And if it does come out that something happened due to Meg's negligence or to whatever the case may be, why? And I understand that some people, they come from a different part of the city. Let me put it that way. They come from a certain cloth. They are cut. They have OGs and things of this nature that tell you how to move. Now, all that has to, the only thing left is somebody has to come out and confirm this. The time that it took for her to respond and actually say that he did it. The time that it took for him to respond and say that he did it. The album. You know what it also sounds like to me? There's a lot of business behind this whole entire fucking thing.
That's gross.
The involvement of Kylie. Like, there's a lot of just weird things going on.
Well, a lot of the time stories sound weird, or just any timeline's gonna be weird when
details are missing.
Exactly, when things are left out, and when things are dangerous, the way this is dangerous, things are left out. There's things that just aren't said.
There's a lot that we don't know, and both parties are playing.
If you knew you were about to get in trouble, you try your hard, but you have to tell the truth. You would tell the most decaf version of the truth ever. No decaf, what's up? You would tell the most light version of the truth so that you don't get yourself into deeper shit, right?
I really want to know who on Tory's squad was the one that said, hey, release an album. It'll be glorious.
This shit's disgusting.
You a nasty ass man and or woman if you decided that this would be the right move when it comes to the injuring of a woman. I say maiming, but the injuring of a woman, albeit a black woman.
This shit's disgusting.
You guys are out of your goddamn mind in that camp. That camp got to go somewhere. You got to get all y'all Canadian asses, regardless if y'all get deported, all of y'all Canadian asses need to be deported fast.
That's not hate on Canadians. We love Canadians.
I love maple syrup. Oh,
I'm
man.
trying to come up with something Canadian that I love, but I couldn't think of anything.
Mounties, moose.
I love poutine.
Poutine. Yo.
I don't want to talk about this shit no more.
Yeah, let's like prayers for both of them. Let's end it with that. Prayers for Tory Lanez. Prayers for Meg. I hope this comes out. And you know what I think it is? We're never ever gonna get an answer. To finish up, we're never going to get an answer.
Probably
this is going to go by the wayside. They're both going to go into their little corners of the internet, and that will be all. We will never see them ever again, and if anything, it'll be headlines when they're ever caught in close proximity.
Does he get his corner of the internet, though? That's the problem. Shouldn't he be off and somewhere else living a quiet life? And
That's because, again, we don't know yet, and now with this response, there's a large group of individuals thinking, hey, he might not have done it. So now it's a conversation. Because if he would have said yes, my bad, of course he gets deported. We never hear or see Tory again, and he falls into basically obscurity. He goes into irrelevancy. But now that he said no, I didn't, even though he can't prove it, because nobody can prove anything.
I think and once again, I'm trying to stop talking about this. I'm just gonna leave it at this. What I would have preferred is for him to come on, speaking, no music, just speaking to the camera and say, I did not do it. Not through song, not through lyrics.
I think he should have done that and then also promoted the album. I think that would have been the better thing. I would have been okay.
No, that would have been. That would have been. That's a terrible idea.
I would have been okay. Well, regardless of that, because he was working before that. And I know we're not gonna keep on with this, but he was working before while doing his old quarantine radio stuff. He was still working and creating music, and it could just be, hey, as my first solo independent artist, as your first independent album, you decide to drop it like this. That's nuts. I would have preferred him come out and say, hey, I didn't do it, but also new music coming.
Speaking about new music.
Speaking about new music, indeed.
How was the Public Enemy album?
Dope. It's dope. You have to gauge your expectations. I'm not looking for super soundy, super current hip hop when it comes to Public Enemy. I'm looking for politically correct, political rap, boom bap. I'm looking for that era type of hip hop, and they delivered. They delivered. Standout tracks. I don't think there really is a standout track for me. It was just all good. It was just all good.
It was solid.
Yeah, it was a solid it was, yeah.
So no downloads, but you enjoyed listening to it.
No downloads, but I enjoyed listening to it. Because again, there's a fine line. It kind of falls into the same category as To Pimp a Butterfly. Not comparing the two albums, please understand me. But To Pimp a Butterfly, as great as it is, Pulitzer Prize winner, all of this, great. Oh my God, all of that sounds amazing. I'm not repeating it. Nothing on To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick's album, is repeatable. Same thing with this one. I'm not repeating all of this because I just don't feel like doing all of this every single day. It's just common sense. That's not the energy that I want to. I can't eat breakfast while thinking about
corrupt government.
Chuck D talking about quarantine and corruption. Oh man, but it's it was a really good album. Now I ask you, my good friend, how was the Ferg album? Even though I did listen to it as well, but tell me your opinion. I want to hear yours.
I think also solid, but I do have a download.
You have a download.
Yeah, one.
Okay.
Well, there were other songs that everything sounded good, but that Aussie Freak song with Fabio,
he usually has a good song.
that's the one.
He has
That is the one.
He has a Marilyn Manson with Marilyn Manson. Tiger's on it with Dennis Rodman.
Nicki's on it.
Lil Wayne's on it. And it's, you know what I like about it? The length. 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
I think
Diddy.
I think he's more talented than that, but it's fine.
I think
I'm okay, I'm cool with it.
The cool part is that he said he's gonna release a deluxe. He's gonna release a deluxe, and he's gonna add a song where he's addressing all of the ASAP rumors. So he's like, I'm gonna add a song in the next 5
Was there any
weeks.
downloads for you?
No. I've been the energy that I'm on right now, just the way that I'm feeling is very specific things have to come out for me to actually give it a download. Not saying that it's bad music. Please don't confuse it. Me downloading it and me saying that it's good, because there's a lot of good albums out there. But yeah.
Did you hear the Spillage Village album?
No, I did not. Please tell me about it.
It's good.
Did
Whole
you
way
hear-
through. Once again, it's very good. Whole way through. 2 downloads for me.
2 downloads from Spillage Village. Okay, so
Almost 3, but because I went over it twice. But then after really listening to it the second time, 2.
Homeboy dropped. Not Homeboy. I apologize. Machine Gun Kelly, which could be classified as Homeboy.
Anybody could be classified as Homeboy. There's nothing
that's true.
racial about Homeboy.
Yeah. He Tickets to My Downfall. And 15 tracks, around 36 minutes worth of music.
I've been hearing good things.
Yeah, he's dope. I've always liked Machine Gun, even when he was just rapping in Bad Boy. I think it was he was signed to, or when he was just with French. He's just I think he's one of these dudes who can venture into just different genres and do whatever the hell he wants and kind of still have a fan base that fucks with him. I like Machine Gun Kelly a lot, and the fact that he's with Megan Fox. Shout out to him. How do you steal a man's girl and homeboy won't even say your name? He's still whatever Green his name is, his last name is Green. He addresses every time they ask him, "What do you think about Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly?" He'd be like, Megan,
who is that? Her ex-husband?
her ex-husband.
That's funny.
And he only addresses her. I'm pretty sure he's scared of Machine Gun Kelly. He's like, if I say this man's name, he gonna come out here and whip my ass. Machine Gun Kelly looked like the type that would go out somewhere and try to whip your ass. But I digress. The album was pretty good. Also, no downloads, but I enjoyed it as well. No, wow. This might be one of the first weekends where I don't download new music. One of the few weekends.
If you would have heard the Spillage Village album, I think you would have downloaded something.
Really? I need to hear that. They're part of Dream Chasers, right?
Dreamville.
I apologize. Dream Chasers. Where did I get Dream Chasers from?
Meek Mill.
That might be a Meek Mill. Yep.
Ladies, please don't leave. It's time for sports.
We need a sports drop. Oh, it's a spicy day for sports. Spicy sports.
So the Celtics are out of here.
Yeah, the Celtics are out of here.
The
Denver's outta
Nuggets
here.
Are out of here. You gotta say like one word and it starts with an R.
Rada here. Rada here. You're trash. Rada here.
Out of here.
Oh, my
so
God.
our predictions were right.
Yep.
It was
Miami.
originally your take, but then I believe it was like the second episode or third episode where I came and I fixed my take. I'm like, you're right. At the end, it will be Miami and the Lakers.
I feel so bad for Stephen A. Smith. Yo, anybody see Stephen A. Smith give that man a hug? He's been asking for this for the better part of a decade. And now he finally gets it. And guess what?
He's locked inside.
A bubble. No Tinseltown. No South Beach. None of that. No beautiful women. We're not saying that Orlando doesn't have beautiful women. But yeah, stuck inside. And let's get down to it. There's a lot of news, but number one, let's go into our predictions. A lot of people are saying that Miami got some shit, and Miami, it's going to be a coaching battle. So it's going to be Eric Spoelstra versus Frank Vogel. But at the end of the day, it's also LeBron James and AD, which are top 5 both against a very solid team. And that becomes the question. Does the sum of the parts in Miami beat 2 aliens? One being a force of nature, the other one being a big man with point guard skills.
I think maximum. And I want to say 5, but I'm going to give him what?
I gave him 2.
I'll say in 6.
I say LeBron closes it out in 6 if he doesn't sweep. It's different when both of you know that they're undefeated. They've won 52 times whenever AD, it might be 52. I might be getting the stats confused. But whenever AD and LeBron get close or around 60, they've never lost. When each player has over around 30 points, they have never lost. That's insane. That is absurd. Now, do keep in mind AD has an ankle injury, but it's a light ankle injury, and he's gonna have this whole entire week without playing a game.
So he gets to rest a little.
He gets to rest a little, and I think, and when I watched the video, it didn't look like a high ankle sprain or one of those that kind of knocks me out, doesn't let me play. It looked like it was a minor, he twisted it and it's all good. But yeah, I really don't see how Miami's gonna pull this off. But they can. The way that they can do it is if those 3-point shooters go off. If Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, and Crowder are hitting 3, 4, 5 3-pointers a game, yeah, that's the way that they're gonna win it. They got Iguodala coming off the bench. They got Gordon Dragic playing out of his mind. Jimmy's gonna Jimmy. Bam dropped 34 and 15 last game. Bam is a problem. You know what it is, and it's also gonna come down to one simple thing: veterans. When it comes to playoffs and finals, veterans, smart, savvy veterans, they take advantage of the situation and they know how to play. Miami is young. 3 out of your 4 best players are super young. Duncan Robinson, the specialist, is only like 23.
Isn't Tyler Hero like 20?
20, Tyler Hero's 20. Bam is 23, 24, maybe.
Yo, these kids are making me feel old.
And you're not even that old. But it's just insane the way you think about it. And I think that's going to be the difference. Regardless of Jimmy being Jimmy, and he's like 30, Iguodala being there. Oh, Kendrick Nunn is another one. Kendrick Nunn is their rookie that didn't play the last because he was hurt. He came from COVID and everything. But he's usually their starting point guard. Kendrick Nunn is not is I think he's 21, 22 or 23 because he was undrafted. He came from the D League, but from the G League. I apologize. But yeah, also 20, like 4 out of their best players are like just they're young. They're really young. So yeah, I think Lakers close it out. Yeah, I think they close it out like around. I would say they could get 1, they could get 2. If they go to a game 7, let's put it like this. If they go to a game 7, I have Miami winning the title. If LeBron allowed it to go to game 7, it's going to win a title. Now, then this is where I'm going to finalize. If AD is unavailable, if one of those two get injured, then we have a series.
And then Miami's taking it.
You think Miami takes it if one of those two get injured? I think LeBron is too LeBron to what's it called. If AD gets injured, I don't think that they what's it called. But I think Jimmy versus LeBron and then the supporting cast.
AD, I don't want to say he's crucial, but AD is.
He is crucial.
No, here's why I don't say crucial. They can win without AD. LeBron is good enough with the support he has to win without AD.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think it becomes.
When I say win, I don't mean to take this championship. I'm talking about to win a game. If you can win a game without AD, if you can win several games without AD, you can do it without AD. He's not crucial. If you lose every single game where AD is injured, absent.
Do keep in mind, Miami just played the last playoffs, and they only won by like 3 or 4 points every single game that they won. Besides this last one. This last one they just blew them out of the water. But yeah. 2 or 3 points. That's all. That's all. And they
but
do.
You're
it.
right though. If AD's not there, it'll be way more interesting if AD was there. Not that I don't want AD. I do want AD to be there, but if he wasn't there,
it becomes unfair because I don't think Bam is going to be able to guard AD. That's what it comes down to. Bam does not guard AD.
I think there's a lot of people that can't guard AD.
Nobody can guard AD. Like okay, AD's unguardable. Kind of like
he's not top 5 for me, not yet, but. He's definitely either an honorable 6th mention or in the coming years he'll replace somebody that's on my top 5.
He's top 3 for me. I don't think defensively, offensively, ball skill, like there's not like it would be LeBron, KD, and then AD. And then it's like, and then there's a drop off from there because people be like, "Oh, what about Stephen Curry? Stephen Curry's not a top 5."
I'm not
player.
gonna indulge you in this conversation.
Giannis,
There's gonna be some hate coming out of your mouth. I don't want to hear hate. Right
Kawhi's not a top 5.
Yes, he is.
Kawhi is not a top 5. I hate when people say that. He is not a top 5. The dude has been fortunate enough to play with a lot of really good teams and a lot of really good coaches, and people want to put him in the top 5. That man is not a top 5. No. And we'll leave it at that.
ASMR Ace Championship.
Is that it? No. Are we missing? Oh, wait a second. Before we go with speaking about Kawhi, and this is a perfect segue. Doc Rivers is out as the head coach.
I saw that. I read that.
Wow.
I mean, I would leave too after having supposedly one of the best players in the world and blowing that lead. I would leave too.
It's not his fault. That team is constructed badly. As we sip some of this victory juice.
For champions.
They depart. They depart mainly because for 7 years he's unable to even take him to the finals. I would say that a lot of those some of those seasons were tainted because they just didn't have the supporting cast necessary. And then finally get that supporting cast. He only gets one crack at it. I don't like it. It bothers me a little bit. I think that the fact that they went out and gave up Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for Paul George was the biggest issue. And it sounds some hate. Paul George is a nice dude, according to what everybody says. But I would have never done that. That was the greatest part though about last season. The NBA all split into duos. So it was like Kawhi and Paul George, then
James
LeBron and AD, and Chris Paul and Shea Gilgeous, Kyrie and KD, and Chris Middleton and Giannis, and you kept on going. The only one that stayed by himself was the only one that stayed by himself was Jimmy in Miami. Jimmy was by himself in Miami.
Poor Jimmy.
But Boston had.
And he can't stay steady in a canoe.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Jimmy's my guy, dog. Jimmy's great. He has a YouTube channel and everything. I love Jimmy. Jimmy's awesome. But yeah, and everything split up. But then like you have two players playing the same position. And I was like, that is not like you guys should have gotten a big man. Y'all should have gone to Denver. Asked Denver, yo, what it do, baby? give me Nurkic. Anything, yo, but they went and got Kawhi and got Paul George, and both players play the same position. I don't think that's and they both kind of do the same exact thing. I think Paul George is like the poor man's version of Kawhi. Like it's just, yeah, they kind of both do the same thing. Both shoot 3-pointers. Both play defense. They're both really good at playing defense. Kawhi's just better. Both have mid-range games. Both like can drive to the hole. Yeah, like both their games are more alike than they are different. But that's just me. Let's leave it at that. Prayers, and I hope, and I don't think it's prayers. I think it's just a matter of time before Doc Rivers gets a job. I would like to see him either coach the Pelicans or Philadelphia. I think more Philadelphia because Philadelphia will probably he'll probably get Ben Simmons to get off his ass and start learning how to take jump shots. But
Ben Simmons
is nice. He's just it's what it is. It's what our issue is. We're smart, but we're lazy for studying. Same thing. Super smart, super talented Ben Simmons just hasn't really. Like, he needs somebody to implement that amazing work ethic into him, and so he can start working and become one of the greatest. Like, he got a contract, too, Jesus Christ. Let me not get into it. But, yeah, Doc Rivers, I hope he goes either to New Orleans or to Philadelphia.
Doc Rivers has 2 championships?
No, he has one.
One?
He won. No, he might have one as a player. I don't remember, but he has one with Boston.
Yeah. No, you're right. I don't know
we were there for that too.
Yeah. Okay, ladies, you can return.
Yeah. Come back, ladies. Come back. And now, introducing.
Before we go too far into whatever we're about to introduce, what was it that happened with Disney?
Oh yeah. So Disney, I was drawing a blank. I was like, wait, what?
Disney?
Ain't no slander going on in this building against Disney. But, okay. So Disney decided that they are delaying everything. Everything was delayed. Everything was pushed back.
Got pushed to 2021.
So, according to what I understand, the next movie that was going to be part of Disney's tremendous catalog is Black Widow. So Black Widow got pushed back, which means that the one after that got pushed back, which means the one... What?
I'm laughing because if you go online and you type in Black Widow, as you would, into Google to see when it gets released.
Mm-hmm.
This happened to me I apologize for that. I should have looked away. But I looked this up about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think it was, when I went to go see, because I knew Black Widow had gotten pushed to next year. So I go to see when exactly next year. I don't even think I realized. I just saw that it said 2020 and I didn't even bother looking at the month. Or maybe it just didn't give me the month. Point is that if you go under that, you'll see reviews for a movie that hasn't been released yet. People are giving it 1 star because the date got pushed.
Oh, that's what people are. That's what people do, bro.
Human beings.
Human beings are idiots, yo. And it's not human beings. You know what it is? It's the internet people.
How do you give a movie you haven't watched 1 star because the date got pushed?
I put for my thing. I put up stuff. I put up stuff that gets downloaded because because people just want to. People don't like a certain thing, not because I messed up, not because the information's wrong. They're just something they don't like. So it's like you give you're downvoting it, giving it 1 stars, but like it's just weird. It is just weird, and that's what they do. So Everything got pushed back, sadly. So that means that the Eternals is
If you
pushed
think
back.
about it, it's not that bad because we're already about to hit October, so it's not that. It's just
It's not.
3
Yeah,
months.
it's not. Yeah, it's just a few months. And I know like this year has sucked for
This
for
year has
movies.
sucked for everything.
Not for everything. Let's not say that.
This year has sucked for everything. You can't because 2 or 3 things didn't suck and everything else did. You can't still
Nah,
stand
I
sucks
guess.
for everything.
I guess you're right in that from that perspective. Yeah. Well.
This was supposed to be a big pimping year, and we had to cancel everything because
Yeah, sadly, big pimp in here. But yeah, so everything is pushed. Eternals is pushed. I don't know. They released a trailer for the WandaVision, but I don't know if that was pushed as well. It probably is. All of their mainline movies for Phase 5.
I think it's more the
pushed.
movies that got pushed because I believe Mandalorian is still being released.
True, Mandalorian is going to be released, but that's not Marvel though. But yeah,
No, but
that's
it's
still
Disney.
Still Disney. But yeah, let's just hope that everything comes back to normality in 2021. I was looking at a post and it said, in 2021, the rules for 2021, don't talk about 2020.
It's a good rule.
Yeah,
I like it.
It is a pretty good rule.
Speaking about Disney movies, I'm really excited about Blade. I'm super excited about Blade.
Have they even finished or?
I don't even think they started.
God damn, Mahershala Ali is Blade.
I can't wait for that. That's gonna be good.
I hope-
I'm a fan of the original
I hope they
as
tied.
it is. Not that the original is even a great movie or anything like that, but I watched it when I was a kid.
I think those are solid movies.
Oh no, Blade 2 is garbage and Blade 3 is garbage. Blade 3 is funny if you look at it. If you look at it from a comedic standpoint, it's a really good movie because it makes you laugh a lot.
Or with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, once again I'm here again for the Ryan Reynolds love. I love Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
Yes,
Reynolds is dope.
we'd be really good friends.
But it's what's it called? I think those are solid. Again,
Really, like Blade
they're
2
solid.
and 3?
They're solid. They're solid for what they are.
Blade 2 is so bad.
You got to keep in mind that people during those years, people weren't really into the whole comic.
That's fine, but you can still make a great movie.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You know how people think that anything comic related is never gonna be a great movie. That's always like that's kind of like the stigma, because there's a reason why Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame don't get nominated for anything but what they get nominated for. They don't get nominated. Oh, best picture, best actor, best performance. They don't get any Oscar that's worth a damn. They don't get nominated for. No, they get nominated for best makeup,
Cinematography.
best cinematography, best they get a best CGI.
So it looks like WandaVision is not gonna get pushed to next year. It says December 2020.
Okay, dope. So we have
But yeah.
the 31st or the 30th Mandalorian, and then we have WandaVision
In December.
in December. Fire.
But yeah, Blade. Super excited about Blade. I hope that
I'm excited
gets
about
put into
Morpheus.
production soon. That too, but that's already done.
I want just
And
myself.
that probably did get moved to next year.
Yeah. Jared Leto as Morpheus is a great what's it called? Casting. But again, it's Disney. They know exactly what the fuck they're doing. They know what time it is. They know how to cast their people. It's just DC over here sucking. They don't know how to cast anybody. And get rid of the only
Another
man who
thing-
could be Superman.
Another thing that hasn't even been announced and I'm waiting for is Deadpool 3.
You're gonna have to give that a little bit of time.
2022.
Yeah, because remember, it's the switching of the hands, and remember, Disney's not in the business of making M-rated movies. So we're gonna have to see how they.
R-rated.
Yeah, I apologize. M is for video games, but yeah, R-rated movies. And so we're gonna have to wait and see how they maneuver this, because I don't think that they're smart enough to know that they cannot make this a teen movie. But I think that they're trying to find ways to make it M-rated without making it so M-rated. I mean R-rated. I
How
keep
you
on
gonna
saying that.
apologize and say the same thing again twice?
Welcome to my world, goddammit. But yeah, that's the only thing, right? How do we make this M-rated and keep the fans happy without making it so M-rated that we're put in a different light? Because their
Make
whole
that shit
Disney's whole
R-rated.
entire thing is kids.
Make it R-rated.
Yeah, well,
I'm pretty sure they felt the same way when the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie came out, and it had to be rated PG-13. They had never rated anything PG-13. I think that was the first PG-13 movie. Because they were used to PG and G and all that bullshit.
They took off Thanos' head in Endgame, so was Endgame R-rated? No, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so either.
A lot of fighting, a lot of violence, a lot of CGI. But
yeah, just how they got through with that, and they did it. They can do it here too. Just if you have to make it an R-rated movie, make it an R-rated movie.
it's also the acquisition of Fox. Also, you got to wait until that whole entire. Not that the merger isn't doing. It takes a while before all of those. Like, when was that? That was in 2018. They should be done by now. Fox should be automatically. It was 2018 when they acquired him, right? Yeah, they should be done. It usually takes a year. It's like the same thing with Xbox buying ZeniMax. It takes like around a year to get all the paperwork, all the lawyers, like making sure that everything's finalized. It takes about a year once somebody buys that. So yeah, 2019 must have been the year that
Endgame was PG-13.
Endgame was PG-13. It takes about a year to have all of this like come down and be official. So I imagine that now in 2020, it's completely official that Fox, the Marvel side of Fox's Marvel side is already integrated. So that means that we should be getting new X-Men movies. We should be getting like Phase 6 is gonna be crazy. Phase 6 is gonna go nuts.
John Krasinski from The Office as Reed Richards.
Yeah, I like that. I
like that a lot too.
I like that casting.
I don't know if that's official. I don't know if that's a real thing. That could have been just
Isn't his
one of the
girl
renderings.
Invisible Woman? Wasn't it that
It'd be him and Emily Blunt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Once again, I don't know if that's real. I think that was just like a rumor or a rendering or something. But if it is real, whether it's real or not, I like it. And it should be real.
I think they're smart enough to what's it called? Do keep in mind, I think they're smart enough to even leak that information just to get people hyped.
That's great.
Like I hold Disney in a different light. Like whenever Disney comes out and does something, like I'm looking at them like, you guys know exactly what you're doing, and it bothers me. You guys can't be this smart.
You guys are
so good. Oh man,
that
Disney's
never
different.
ever gets old.
Disney is different, dog. And now, on to some.
Nasty, gross.
I wouldn't call it nasty. I wouldn't call it nasty. Your repertoire should not be nasty.
That's funny.
So
something we discuss a lot here because we
Yeah.
have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Is who are
Oh man.
who are the slayers? Because we always know about the black men in Hollywood, whether it be music, whether it be movies. We know that the black men,
They get busy.
they get it done.
Yeah.
You know this for a fact. We don't have the representation for Hispanic men isn't that great, but I guess you could say they get it done too.
Yeah.
But a conversation we like to have is who are some of the white boy slayers. And to anybody that gets offended with white boy, stop. Just let me say it. Who are some of the best white boy slayers? So you want to start? You have anybody in mind?
It's funny because we brought them up.
By the way, just the rule. There's not really rules, but to be considered a slayer is not just about how many. It's not about quantity. It's also about quality. If you have a nice 3 ex women and your current and all 4 of them are fire, that's a slayer.
Yeah, it's hard. Like we take both into consideration, quality and quantity. But yeah,
there's a point though where
sometimes
both those
quality
merge, and and at the pinnacle we know who.
We all know who.
But yeah, so without saying who the top slayer is,
I think to start it off, Machine Gun Kelly would end up being, and doesn't get brought up enough, but Machine Gun Kelly, yeah, like just look at the group of women from Amber Rose to currently Megan Fox to Halsey,
supposedly
to
I don't know if it's true.
To
It's
Chantel. It's all rumors. Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly gets it done. Machine Gun Kelly,
he keeps one in the tuck.
And this is a tremendous one that he has, not really in the tuck. He has it out and about.
I think a lot of men had a big crush on Megan Fox.
I still got a big crush on Megan Fox.
Okay,
What are you
you
telling me?
need to stop. I'm
Don't get beat up by Machine Gun Kelly.
No, not just that, but I know once you
knows
get
his
into
girl's
that
beautiful.
train, you keep going and you don't stop. So stop.
He knows his girl is beautiful. Megan Fox is amazing. But yeah, And shout out to all the women I just mentioned. Like this isn't.
Yeah,
this
we're not
isn't
trying to
mean
be sexist. We're not trying to be misogynistic.
Yeah,
we're judging men and indirectly judging women, but that's okay because we love y'all. We do this for y'all.
We do this for the women.
But it's for everybody.
It's for everybody. Okay.
Bring the kids.
We're very inclusive.
Just kidding. Don't bring the kids.
Leave the kids at home, please. Alrighty. What would be your next
Adam
pick?
Levine.
Adam Levine?
Adam Levine is a slayer. From Maroon 5, that man is a slayer.
Is he? Give me a couple. What's it called?
Oh no, I don't have them by name. So I don't really know all these women by name like that. But Adam Levine is a slayer, and it's usually with models. That man knows.
I think it's cheating. I think it's cheating to always be with models. That's my thing. Like I don't think it's fair at all. Because I feel like you be in that world and like models are attracted to just like musicians. I think that's like models go with musicians. I think it becomes super easy to do it. But that's just me. I don't,
Wait, so you think it's easier for musicians to get it done than for actors? Because the pinnacle is an actor. The pinnacle of this list, of this mountain.
Oh yeah, and I got a couple of actors on my list too. For example, the great, the immaculate, the gentleman, Sean Penn. And you know who he's been with?
We're not about to get into names.
Charlize Theron. Oh man, Charlize Theron.
She really is beautiful, though.
She is gorgeous. Lord have mercy. But don't ever take the way that I say her name as negative. It's never negative. It's just, it's actually admiration.
Her name that way because he's a pervert.
Sean Penn is dope. Who would be next on your list?
I don't know. For actors, you know what? You might be right. Even though the king of this is an actor, I don't think I can come up with an actor.
Ryan Gosling, quality over quantity.
For example, John Mayer, but that's another musician.
Yeah, John Mayer is a sick man. John Mayer has ruined a lot of women's lives. They hate this dude. Oh, man. They also love him, though. John Mayer is crazy.
The list might be bigger than what I thought it was.
Yeah.
The white boys, I think the white boys are right up there with the black men.
That's true.
Which
that
let me not be.
Yeah, we're not trying to.
Let me call them because I know somebody's gonna say why the white guys gotta be white boy. Okay, fine. The white men are right here doing it with the black men
and with the Spanish men.
Spanish men. I don't think too many Spanish men doing shit.
Oh man. How about you go ahead and say the final one.
The king of this list. Most of you probably guessed already is Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio. Leo D, as I like to call him.
Leo D. Lion D.
You see?
The women probably call him that.
Okay.
Come on.
Nah,
How do you disagree?
I don't want to talk about
disagree with me.
I'm not talking about
Lion D. And also lying D. This is
I don't want to have this conversation anymore. We're having a good conversation.
Oh man,
it was a riveting, compelling conversation. The people were here for it, and you ruined it. Lion D. I'm not gonna lie though, that is a cool name.
Lion D.
Imagine a girl. What do you want me to call you? Lion D.
It's a play off words.
And you say, well, you make a face when you say it. Lion D.
Oh man, Leonardo DiCaprio is King Playboy, King Slayer. For everybody, he's been
absolutely
with every supermodel.
I can't wait till we get
years.
more people listening to this, and they could just like leave their opinion because I would love to hear other people's opinions.
They'll probably be like, "Where's George Clooney?" George
We're
Clooney's
not
a
gonna
white boy.
go
We can't put
into
him
names because I feel like the best way for me to feel like I'm not being. I don't know why this is how my brain works. That I feel like I'm not being misogynistic or sexist is by not mentioning women by name. But Leonardo DiCaprio has women on his.
He has a repertoire. He has a repertoire.
But in the group of women, of exes, of women that he's been with, there's
some damn pieces.
There's some stunners.
And we're not going to talk about.
And there's one in particular that I want to say so bad, but you guys just go look.
Yeah, just look up his resume.
I mean, come on.
Check my resume. It's thorough.
But
you got a thorough resume. Come on now.
It really,
Lion D.
It really is impressive though.
Oh, man.
That's definitely king of the hill.
Yeah. It's
And then going over to black men, you have a lot of our black men have,
black brothers.
because once again, it's not just about quality. The reason why
Leo
I
D.
cannot talk. I promise I can speak English. I do not want to call him Leo D anymore because you said
Come on. This is such an easy play on words. Oh,
Leonardo DiCaprio is the king because he has quality and quantity on his list, whereas some other men have just quality, which is fine. I'm one of those guys that rather go with quality than quantity, and some other men just have the quality is absurd. The quantity, excuse me, is absurd.
Honorable mention to Ben Affleck, by the way, Silly Slayer, as I like to call him.
Ben Affleck deserves to be on that. See, that's another actor. Good job.
Ben Affleck, another actor. Ben Affleck has been out here just
linked to beautiful women.
Correct. Silly Slayer is what I call him. Sean Penn is a serious Slayer, and then you have Leonardo DiCaprio at the top.
And then, for example, we have black men that we know get it done. Your Drakes, your Nick Cannons.
Yeah, I hate the fact that Nick Cannon gets
Don't
no
go into too much
love.
detail.
No love, yo. Nick Cannon's been out here just being great, and y'all be hating on the guy.
But then there are some of the black men who maybe are just known for one.
Mm-hmm. And that one is worth everything.
Is worth like everything because, once again, not being disrespectful, our respect to whoever needs respect and whoever the respect is due. Hove put a chain on it.
I think he put everything on it.
Hove gets to say that's my wife.
Yeah. Gets to wake up every day and be like, yo, probably the best goddess on the planet is my wife. You're being a god too, Hove. Don't worry about it. But
oh yeah, no disrespect. You deserve that.
You the man, yeah. We all know we know about both of your catalogs. You guys are amazing.
I think that's my new. Can I just say that they're like one of the few couples left that give me hope, because little by little all the couples have been breaking up, getting divorced. That's one of the few couples left.
That's a part.
Even
of it,
Will
though.
and Jada used to give me hope, and then
entanglements.
Exactly. But now all that I have left is Hove and B. If they break up, if they get divorced, I have no hope.
You had a little spat last time, but we're not gonna get into.
But my new goal, not goal.
Goal would be.
I guess goal. No, goals I know. My new bar, the new bar for where I know I could get married to.
Whoever.
No. Wait for the example. I could get married to a woman who's not music savvy. But if I don't get my own drunken love, like the new bar is you have to make a fire ass song about me.
Drunken love is amazing. Drunken love is so amazing.
Which is
that we can
actually a
look at
great
it and
topic.
it's like, yo.
What are women songs that? Because as men we don't know that song. Be lying? I don't. You've never heard
that song.
Babe,
by
you've never
heart.
heard the song? No, I've never heard that
Grinding
song.
on that wood, grinding.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh, surfboard.
No. You need to be quiet for at least 10 seconds. I don't even want you to talk no more.
Come on. Drunk in love. Oh man. I am
That's
a sick
gross.
individual.
That's gross.
Oh man, that's funny. That's
but yeah,
great,
as
though.
men, we tend to, I don't know that song, or maybe we won't lie. I will, but I've never heard that song.
I got a cool two that you have to agree in.
I'm too cool usually to go along with the R&B songs. Not just out of pretend, but because I usually don't listen to R&B songs like that. Because I don't. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't
connect. You don't really like.
Thank you. I don't connect. But there are great R&B songs. Case in point, the song I mentioned before.
Women, yeah. Drunken Love.
Drunken Love is one of the best songs out there, and I get it. The women love it, but that's a really good song.
Also, it helps
and
that
I know
Jay-Z's
some of the
on
words,
it.
except the one that my co-host decided to sing.
Grinding on that wood. Oh,
yo, fam, look at my eyes, but not like that. But look at my eyes,
no.
But not in a weird way. But look at me. Stop.
All right. Now, songs that are definitely for women that guys should like.
I don't think no song you can say any song is definitely for women.
No, if you're talking about grinding on wood, it should be for women.
They're made from a women point of view.
No. Also for men too. I'm inclusive. Love the gays. Oh man,
Yes, we love the
but
gays here.
it's a girl singing about doing some girl stuff to her guy.
What other songs?
To
like
her
that?
guy stuff.
You don't have to
That's
get
an easy
specific.
play on words. Come on, I got bars here. I'm ready to drop a record.
You're ready to grab on wood.
All right, what?
Gross. You're so gross.
I'm a sick man.
Don't say that again.
Come on, let me say it one more time.
I go get it
It's
out.
fun. Grinding on that wood, grinding.
This shit's disgusting.
Oh man,
don't know
I'm
what's
having
up
way
with
too
this
much fun
man.
this morning. Okay, I got two that you have to agree with.
I
That
agree.
regardless of who you are, whatever guy or how hard, you could be the hardest man on earth.
And they're gonna like this song.
You should like both of these two songs. No Scrubs by TLC.
That song is good, but before I had money, it was insulting. I was like 9.
You were 9 and you were broke as hell and you felt a type of way. Look at you.
I was like,
Look at
fam,
your self-esteem.
why am I in my best friend's ride on the passenger
Like,
side?
God damn.
Listen to what I'm worried about when I was 9.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You ain't even got a license, you
Nowhere
fool.
near. Nowhere near.
And then the second one would be
But that's a good one though. That's
that is a good
song.
one. And Sierra's Like a Boy.
Mm.
Those are two solid ones that almost every guy should love.
But yeah, but that song, I mean, listen to what she's saying. That I don't think that counts.
That does count.
That's like 50-50. She's talking
It
about
could
being
be
like a
it could
boy.
be 50-50, but
But then again, I guess it doesn't really sound good for a boy to be saying, I wish I was like a boy.
yeah, you look kind of sick. You a sick individual. Oh man, but those would be two solid ones that are like they're
That's a good song though.
Yeah, those are both really good songs. Both of them. How about you?
I like how you kept that in the tuck. High five.
You already know.
No,
bro.
give me that. I want good.
Oh
dap.
yeah, good dap.
Let me see. I don't think I have any other ones in the tuck like that. Just because it's just I don't really listen to R&B that much, and usually it's R&B from the guy's point of view, Chris Brown, Trey songs. But there are great songs out there.
Oh, you just said Trey Songz. I was like, Trey Songz is my guy. I love Trey Songz.
Trying to think. I think there is one song that's hard to sing along to because just the words are so flagrant for a man to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't sit here and sing Monica and Brandy, The Boy Is Mine, because that's just it's
That's
hard.
one, and I love it, and I'll sing it in front of anybody. I don't give a fuck.
You just be out here mad proud. The Boy Is
Mad
Mine.
proud, yo. You need to give it up.
Oh, bye.
And that one part, we all know that one part that we love, and none of us can do because Brandy's voice is amazing.
I don't know why I just pictured you sitting down, just going along, being sassy, singing along to the
Man,
song.
mad sass. You get mad sass in the car. Now look at the back seat.
I'm never playing the song around you.
That's not. There's a couple more that we could think of that are actually like really really dope. And this one, no man should sing. You should never sing Irreplaceable.
Why? That's easier to sing than The Boy Is Mine, and you be out here with sass.
Nah, I can't sing Irreplaceable. No man should sing Irreplaceable. You must not know about me. And keep it granted, Neo wrote it, so we might be able to get Irreplaceable.
I'm noticing that Beyonce is gonna have a lot of songs on this list. Cause guys shouldn't really be singing Flawless either, but that's a good song.
The song with I Need a Soldier.
Yeah, but Lil Wayne's verse is so fire.
So is
Can we
T.I.'s.
just talk about how all over the world and all over songs there's underrated Lil Wayne verses? It's just that Lil Wayne put out so many of them.
Oh, I got one too. I got another one. I apologize.
Go.
Kelly Rowland and Nelly.
No, because Nelly's on that song. It's like both of their songs. I don't think
No
that qualifies.
matter what I do. Oh.
You see that little? Nah, we're not doing it. We're not.
Oh man, I'm having fun. Oh, screw it.
No, don't screw it.
No, don't screw it.
No, look at my eyes. Don't do it. Independent Women by Destiny's Child. How do you sing good song?
As a guy and don't put a skirt on, I don't
that
know.
Girls Run the World song, once again by Beyonce.
What's it called? Rihanna has
Unfaithful
one.
by Rihanna is a
Yeah.
great song.
That is an amazing
You see,
song.
okay,
Even
fine.
Umbrella.
I'll give it to that song.
song.
You're just singing everything today. I'll give it to Unfaithful. Unfaithful is a song that I can sing with no problem.
Unfaithful,
It's a
Umbrella.
great song.
Even the remix with Chris Brown, Umbrella. No, she has another one that no, I don't think that falls into that category. All I see is signs. All I see is dollar signs. But that's just a song about getting money. It's not really. It's not really like fully fledged for women. I don't know.
Women make great music.
Yeah, women do make amazing
It's just
music.
there's some songs that because of the lyrics, it's hard to sing. Well, case
So,
in point,
you look, huh?
the case in point, The Boy Is Mine. It's kind of hard to just say here as a man, the boy is like, nah, I'm good. Great song.
But that's the best part because music is like genderless, but it just
No, absolutely.
it's just it sounds the type
And
of
you
way.
can always appreciate music no matter what it's talking about. Like that's a great song.
Like if there's a
Randy did it.
skateboarder riding across like the front of my lawn or some shit, and he's singing "The Boy's Mine," I'm gonna look at him a certain type of way. Like you better get
A
your
skateboarder. Look over to where your head. A skateboarder.
or whatever, a bicyclist or whatever. He could pass by. He could be walking. Fine, he's walking across like just right in front of.
He's walking his dog.
Fam, let my Amazon Prime dude come in talking about irreplaceable. I'll be like, fam, if you don't get the fuck out of my doorstep. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah, that was great, though.
That's definitely one of my things. My girl, whoever I marry, has to write a fire ass song about me. Even if I just
If
listen
she's
to
an
it.
artist, at least.
No.
No,
No,
regardless?
She needs to pretend. Look at me. She has to pretend.
Her vows? The song is her vows? That's
She's gonna be like, but I don't sing or write music. And I'm gonna be like, look at me. I love you, babe. Pretend. Go.
Pretend.
Go in the booth.
Go in the booth. Go in the booth is hilarious.
And I'm cool with Just, so I'm gonna be like,
Which one?
Just Blaze.
Oh, okay.
I'm
He's gonna write. just
I'ma
let's
be
come
like,
up with
hey,
some of the hardest beats.
And
We're like, this is a
she
love
has to
song,
sing over it.
right? This is a love song. Got mad hard ass drums in there.
You see how I just lied about knowing Just Blaze?
Yeah, well, you've lied about
This
knowing
is what-
Justin
this is
Timberlake
what-
too.
this is JT and me, and I'm only allowed to call him JT. JT and me go way back. But I like you because you be letting my lives rock sometimes. That's what's up.
You're my guy. You're my guy.
Girl on Fire, Alicia Keys. Good song, but I mean, I'm
Karma might not be the best song to be singing as a guy, but I love Karma. What goes around? Mm-hmm.
She has another song, the one where she's like a superhero. That's a great song.
I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank.
I'm drawing a blank on the name.
Even
too.
I Keep On Falling might not be the best.
No.
But
See,
that's
that's where I'm
amazing.
gonna stop you. That doesn't belong on that list. You
It
can
doesn't?
sing. I keep on. Yeah,
Does it? I don't know.
we're just because really it's. You can pretend to be hard, but that's a song that any guy can sing. I don't care. That's a good song. Not to say that the other songs aren't good. It's just the lyrics. It's what really limits men from singing certain songs. Because every man wants to be out here being manly with his shirt off, drinking a cold one. I would never sing along to The Boy Is Mine.
You better pick up your pants and drop the Henny. Sing that shit with your heart out, you dirty man. Oh, man. And
But Alicia Keys does have a song that where in the video she's like a superhero. That's a really good song.
yeah.
I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the name of that
really good
song.
music in general. Really, really good music. And great episode, my guy.
As always, we do this for y'all.
Yes, we do.
ASMR Ace.
Stop whispering into the mic. Thank you guys for watching, or thank you guys for listening. First of all, thank you. If you guys want to watch the video, or if you guys are on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Go ahead and just check out the links down in the description below. If you guys want to follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, things of that nature is all down below.
Be good to each other. Love, peace, chicken grease.
Signing off.